You know, it's an enormous challenge. I think every one of us down here and every one of us in our communities is coming to grips with the challenge that we face. Um, you know, for me, it's very important that we have a budget that's not only a balanced budget, but that's a moral document, that we continue to protect the most vulnerable citizens in our state, continue to keep people safe, continue to educate our kids well. And given the size of the challenge we face, I think we are going to face some really tough challenges. In my district, I spend each day with people coming down to visit me about cuts that were proposed simply in the governor's budget, which was, a few $billions ago. And, there are things that will cause some real concern in my community. For example, the governor's budget proposed cutting 2 state parks in my district, and we had meetings in the community with hundreds of people who showed up concerned about that. Those are state parks that I've taken my little girl to. I've heard from Kitsap Mental Health Services in Kitsap County, who's really concerned about their ability to continue to provide comprehensive mental health services to people who have mental health needs. If we don't provide those services, it means people who may end up homeless, or may end up committing crime, or may end up unemployed. It has real ramifications. I met yesterday with a gentleman from my district who has AIDS, and he receives help paying for his medication from a state program, and there are cuts in that program in the governor's budget. And he said to me, if I'm in that percentage that's cut, I could die. And those are real challenges. I look at my little girl every night when I get home. Usually she's asleep, and I think I want a better future for her, where she can get a good education, or when she's done in high school, she can go on to college and get a good college education, or she can get a good job, where she can grow up in a state where we protect our quality of life and protect things like our state parks, where we protect our communities and have good, safe communities. All of those things. I want her to be able to have health care that's affordable, and her parents and her grandparents to have health care that's affordable. All of those things we will be challenged to preserve given the size of the budget challenges we face.